Live on DAZN Worldwide, April 26th, EUBANK Junior versus BENN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
You're everybody's friend, right? Sometimes, or all the time.
Not really, no.
You're a journalist, so you got to do what you do. Hey, I took a picture of you one day, many years ago. Okay, what do you remember about that picture?
It was our first picture.
What do you remember about the picture? This first picture.
All I remember, we were standing like this, and I was looking at you while you were facing that way. That's what I remember about it.
Well, if you look at the picture again, you'll see I had my arms around you like this.
Correct.
Right. You know what that means? It means I love you, the love of Christ. So I've never been against anything you've done. You are an authority. You are media. You are a journalist. You are a very important man to the youngsters out there who are watching us gladiators and our behaviour. So no,
You didn't approve of my language years ago, did you?
I still don't.
No, I know. You don't really hear me talking about that anymore.
No, I've heard you. I've heard you. I'll pick you up now and then. But you see, you are going to have to live with that because it's going to follow you all your life. So what I say to you now is there's a word called repent. So repent means if you're going the wrong way, repent just means going back. Go the other way. Go the other way, not the wrong way, not the moronic way, not the low vibrational way. You go the high way. Yeah, the way of grace. Calm, gentle, true, decent, loving, forgiving. The Christ personality. That's what makes you age well in all you do. Now, let me have your question, young man.
This is Kuhn Cassius for IFLTV. We are at Tottenham. Absolutely delighted to be joined by Mr. Chris EUBANK Senior. First of all, how are you?
Extraordinary.
Can you give us a little bit of a context to why you're here? We know why you're here, but why are you here, if that makes sense?
My son is having a fight.
Correct.
And I'm always in full support of whatever he does so long as it's bearable. Bearable. I mean, okay, the egg slap is a shameful thing to have done. It will follow him all the days of his life. And he's teaching, by the action, he's teaching the wrong example. We don't want kids egging people. We don't want people who are intoxicated egging people. So he has a long-term job of actually mending that, of which we've had this conversation already. And he is already contrite. He's already said, I know I shouldn't have done it. So we forgive, we move on. And what he's doing now is teaching what to do and what not to do in regards to his own actions. You see, look, the noble art is all about chivalry. It's all about being a protector of the community at large. That's what I've done for 35 years, and I've put up with a lot more than most. And the idea is to handle it Christ-like, which is with grace. You and all those reporters over the years who said things which were in the negative, you are my team. We are in a play. And if you look back at your play, you're like, okay, I remember him, he didn't like me, and that made things actually a bit more exciting. And that was my life cycle. I'm not going to hate anybody. That would be moronic. I've got to actually look at this person and remember that they are part of my journey. How did I treat them? Did they make me stop? Did they take me off track? Or did I embrace them? Did I turn the other cheek? You see. And the idea is, know that you're in a play. So what is it going to look like when the credits start falling down? What is it going to look like? Is it going to be an Oscar performance or a poor performance? I have a performance that I enjoy every day. I had a wonderful career. As hard as it was dealing with what I didn't understand at the time, I still embraced them. And now I look at them and say, wow, these guys did me such a favor. How people didn't say, well, how how do they say such disparaging things about him? And in actual fact, well, you know, he drives a few vehicles that may be a bit strange. He may dress a little bit weird, but you know, how can you talk about a guy so disparagingly, and he's actually not such a bad guy? And the more time goes on, the clearer it becomes. Then you have these guys, and you just think, where did these potty mouths come from? And how do they still use it, understanding that they have dads, and they have mothers, and they have children, and they have no care for their language? It's showing you that these people are bad actors. You know, that has to be, we have to squash that. We have to behave with class. We are Great Britain.
Chris, when I spoke to you 8 days ago at Michael Watson's walk, your comments that day indicated that you wasn't going to be here today. You spoke to the media, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. What else specifically changed in order for you to be here today? Because those comments suggested that you weren't going to be a part of this.
I suppose I got over the emotion that I was made to feel by feeling Michael Watson's pain as he walked that 1 mile. I felt his bones trembling. And at the same time, I'm watching him smile as best he can, trying to mask the pain, telling the people that it's a walk in the park. How could it not make a man who has heart cry? I cried. So I was in an emotional state. So when I said the things I said, they were real. And they were right. And they were very theatrical. But then I've calmed, and my son is my son, and we forgive instantly. And so I'm here doing what I must, which is to look after my son in any and every way I can. And for those who may think that, Connor's right when he says, your dad doesn't even like you. I love my son. I may not like some of his ways, like I don't like his bad language. But I love my son. And Connor, I love. I love him with the love of Christ. This is the essence of life. Okay? It's a play, it's a game, and we're all going through it. And the idea is to enjoy it, and the best way to enjoy it is to love what's in front of you. Everything you're looking at is God. So get on the frequency of it, because everybody has that frequency. And when you find that frequency in the person, you have a beautiful conversation. You have a beautiful repartee, if you will. Do you see? Anything else?
2 quick things. Chris, what have you made of the weight situation over the last 24 hours and the fine that your son got for being 0.5 of an ounce overweight?
If the rules were being adhered to from the controlling bodies, these promoters would have their licenses revoked. And this will soon be the case. It will be the case. They will have their licenses revoked, 1. And 2, these rules will be adhered to. How do I know? Because I'm telling you so. So who am I? I am the spirit. I am the spirit that will make sure whatever I say will come to pass. Why? Because I'm standing on the rules. The rules, I can't fail. See, if this fight today does go ahead, I haven't failed. The rules have failed, and I stand on the rules. I go down with the rules. Or I stand and go up with them when they are enforced. Do you see?
Sorry.
Anything else?
Last one. What happens here tonight, in your opinion?
Well,
what happens in that ring tonight?
Well, if I was to give you my opinion, this would be taking some of the spice out of the result. Okay, so you have enough to play with. You know, the idea is with this particular contest, as best you can enjoy. Always an absolute pleasure.
Chris EUBANK Senior, much appreciate your time, and we'll no doubt catch up soon.
Rastafari.